Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening. Um, I am Julian. I am with my channel is called Step Into the Light. Um, I am a light worker, an empath, a medium. I get messages from let me reverse. I get sometimes I'll get messages, and I'll tell you what. I'll get messages from people that have passed. And actually, there is a lot of people that want to come, a lot of spirits, I should say, that want to come through. Um, but I have to shut them off or shut them off because it's too much. It's like being in a uh, in a casino, if you will, or somewhere crowded or a mall, and everybody's talking to me at the same time, and I don't know how to allow just one person to come through. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't learned that. And so, but once in a while, I'll get somebody that'll come through, and I have a message that I keep getting, and for some reason, this one comes through um, about for a Kathleen. For some reason, Catherine is just there. It's I see it. I just see the name, but anything to do with Catherine, like Kathy, you know what I'm saying? Anything to do like that. So, but this Catherine has two babies. She has two babies, two boys, and the message is from someone, and the name is like the name starts with an M, and it's like Maureen or something. It's a kind of an unusual name. And I know that because I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's something like that. Like something, a name that's, it's not Mary. It's not a common name. It's a little, it's not a common M name. So, and that message, and the message keeps coming through about Catherine apparently is in a bad situation with her husband, boyfriend, baby's daddy. I'm not sure but it's to do with the relationship. And she is afraid to leave. Catherine, you are afraid to leave, and I'm going to tell you something. Um, you are going to be okay. I keep hearing and I keep seeing you being okay. Um, you just need to have the courage. And they're sending you courage, and they're with you, and they're telling me that when when you are at the lowest, you are being so loved that you need to tap into the light, tap into the divine light within you, and that you will actually feel that love, and it will give you courage to do what you need to do. But you got to tap into your light, into your divine light. It's inside of every one of us. So they're telling me to please tap into it, and they will help you, guide you. I feel that you are very, oh, what's the word? Very broken, um, almost to the point that you've given up. And I'm going to tell you, give me a minute. See, this is what happens when you tap into into the energies. And this is one of the reasons why I can't allow, well, anyway. So you're going to be fine. That's all you need to know. I feel your pain. The divine light, this person from the other side, this spirit that's coming through. I'm gonna call her Maureen. It's a female. Um, she she's got a lot of spunk. Maureen does. She is. She sends tons of love, and I send you my love, and I know that you're gonna be fine. But please tap into your light and open your mind. Open your mind. Tap into the light. Bring all the negativity, all the pain, all the distrust, all the anger, all the sadness. Drag it into the light, because none of that crap can live in the light. And when you drag it in, keep it in the light. It will never bother you again. So I've gotten that message months ago. And I thought, well, what do I do with it? Who am I going to tell? I don't know a Kathleen or a Catherine or Catholic. I don't know a Catherine. So I'm putting it out there. I was told to do, and that the person that needed to hear it would hear it. And so please know that you are loved. All right. Okay, very good. That's all I got. So moving on. So what do I want to look at today? What should we look at today with the cards? So let me tell you a little story. I want to tell you a little story. And of course, it's for entertainment. It's for your entertainment. I'm just simply reading the cards as a spirit tells me to. Sometimes, I'm a little timid with the information that I get, because sometimes I'll get it and I'm like, oh, I can't say that. Or, because sometimes it's so outrageous and so crazy that I'm like, no, I can't. So give me a little bit of time to push, not push, I guess push my own restrictions out of the way. See, and this is the problem that we all kind of have. We get too in our heads, and we don't see things for what they really are. So with that said, thank you all. Please like and subscribe so the message can get out to Catherine or Kathleen or something like that. Kathy. I've been seeing that, I've been seeing it and hearing that message. So I've already done my prayer before we get started. Before I get started on this, I say a prayer, and I've already done it. I had sent light, divine light, to this administration, to Gaza. Gaza but you know what? Gaza is going to be okay. They are protected by the divine light. So I need you all light workers to get the light out there. Just simple. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and envision the brightest light you can, and surround that person, place, or thing in light, and it will protect you. I do that with my cars. I do that every time I fly, anytime I get on the road, because All my cars are white, and I've always wondered why white was such a. I've always preferred that color, and pretty much all of my cars, except my very first car was a red Ford Mustang, but that was the only car I've ever had that was a different color than white. For that same reason, I'm just drawn to it because it's a powerful, powerful thing. Our divine light that we carry within us. So, with that said, let's see what the cards have to say. So, I feel, and I've been told when I get messages and smells. Sometimes I'll smell lavender just all of a sudden. And, and I'll tell you, I have a very bad sense of smell. My mother can't smell anything unless it's super potent. And even then, it's, yeah. And so I have a cousin, too, that doesn't have much of a smell. And neither do I. I will pick up scents, but they have to be really intense. So with that said, sometimes I'll smell things. Sometimes I'll smell horrible things. Sometimes I'll see images in my head. They'll show me images. And I'll hear. Like sometimes I'll turn around because I heard my name or I heard a name, and for some reason, it's like it's being directed to me. And I see things. So, but mostly it's all images that come to my head as well as voices. So, one might think, oh, I'm going nuts, but it's not. It really isn't. But anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and get started on a reading. And let's see, what are we going to read on today? Let's read on how the rest of the week is going to go for Donald Trump, for the Trump administration. It is chaotic, it's a mess, and I keep sending them light so that they'll see their way and do the right thing for every one of us, not just a few, and not just for a few, but so that their own light sparks and shines, and all they can see is just the goodness and not negative. So also, please try to keep your when you hear this negative information coming, please don't let it in. Hear it, send it light immediately. Surround it in light, because when you feed the negative, it only grows. So we gotta feed the light so that it will grow. Okay, folks, so let's see how the rest of the week is going to go for the Trump administration. Hopefully good. Hopefully they'll see the light and do something that is good for every one of us. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down so you can see the cards. All right, 14 minutes in. I am so sorry. All right, here we go. We're going to cut into threes. Ten of Pentacles. Legacy. Family money. Everybody happy. Abundance, water, pentacles, grapes. So, card of abundance and or closing of a chapter of the family legacy. Page of Wands. So, looks like we're going to get information on family money. See the sun coming up? bringing light into the darkness. Okay, so there's info coming quickly. Oh, look at that. They're going to open Pandora's box, give us a bunch of info. Exposure. So we're going to see info on legacy money. 7 of Cups. We're gonna see that all the delusion that has been going on, the choices that we have been given, or the choices that were made by these folks. So by the Trump administration, it's coming out. Yep, we're shining light on it. And it's coming fast with the Chariot. I was going to say cherry, but Queen of Cups. Look at that. An emotional woman here that I think is going to bring us. She is going to feel like she's got to say something. Look, it's right next to the Page of Wands. And look, the sun. It's going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed that not everything that's shiny and gold is necessarily the real thing. So, Knight of Swords. Yeah. It's coming quickly. It's going to be some... We might hear that they're going to send troops or the military to Chicago by the end of the week or early next week. With the sun, we're going to see. They might just do that. Yep. They're trying to manifest it. They're trying to figure out, with California ruling that it was illegal, or a judge ruling that the military was illegal to be sent to a state without the governor needing it or requesting it. But we got all the tools needed to do what they're going to do. Knight of Pentacles. Looks like it's going to be a slow moving. Looks like they're going to... I always felt like it's not going to happen. Like they're not going to send the military. But they're going to try real hard, because now with the ruling coming out, they're going to be faced with the same ruling and the 3 of Cups. Yep. They'll be offering other things. You know, they're gonna try something else, because that doesn't look like it's... I keep feeling like it's not gonna happen. So let's do a quick clarifier on the cards. Page of Cups. Yep. With the 10, clarifying the 10 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. New beginnings. New emotional beginnings. So we're going to... Yeah, there's going to be some news revealed about that. About the money. Yep. With the Page of Wands, we're going to hear of the monies that have been exchanged or given or paid out to by, look at this, by the legacy, by the administration, someone in the administration. Something is going to be revealed by the end of, I'm going to say by the end of this week, early next week. The Star. Yep. The Empress. We're going to have all the planning, all the BS that they're thinking of doing. it's going to be revealed. Okay? And then Seven of Cups. All that illusions and the choices and all the choices that they've made is going to be stopped. We're going to be like, someone is going to put a stop. Someone in authority with the Five of Swords. Like, no more. You're done. Now let's clarify the Hermit, which is going within, looking at things differently, trying to figure out the Devil. Yeah, they're going to be looking into all the bullshit that's going on. So yeah, something's up, folks. Something's up with this administration. And for the rest of this week, it's going to be a chaotic week. I'm seeing it about Monday, Tuesday. It's going to be just Queen of Wands. Look at that. Clarifying the Chariot. It's coming quick. The information is going to come out quick. With the Queen of Wands, and then you got the Chariot. Clarifying the Queen of Cups. It's the Ten of Swords. Get that. Stop. Stop. You can't have him because he's down already. You know? Got the sun coming up into the darkness. It's done. So it's going to be an ugly week. So hold on, folks. Clarifying the Sun, the Temperance. I think when we see all the info, when we are, and sometimes when it comes to revealing, like the light, like the sun exposing things, it looks like it's going to help temper things down. Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the Four of Wands. It's the Four of Wands. Look at that. Somebody is, I keep seeing custody. Somebody's in custody. Look. The Knight coming quick with the swords. The military. Looks like they have, I keep saying, there's already people in custody over some of the bullshit, but we're not. Somebody, somewhere, it's got people in custody with all this stuff that's going on. The Magician, we get the Judgment. Where's all the skeletons buried? What have they manifested? It's all going to be revealed, open. With the Judgment, we're going to judge. Page of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Yep. Again. Steady flow of information coming. And revealing the Three of Cups, or clarifying. It's the Knight of Wands. We're going to see information about all their BS. Look. I keep saying, they're in the wrong. They're in the wrong. They need to be over here, and they're being blocked. It's a battle that they're never going to win, basically. So with the information coming out, they're going to be... So basically what we're going to look out for this week, this next coming week, is info coming out. Info coming out about shady dealings. I mean, it could be some to do with the Epstein files coming out, with the Star and the Empress. It could be It could be, yep, and people are going to be held responsible. And there's going to be folks that are going to, I keep saying somebody is detained already. Keeps coming up. So I'll leave it at that, folks. It's just to, I think we're going to see more stuff coming. And I think it does. There's plenty of pages here, which also kind of gives you the feeling that it's got to do with young folks. And it may have to do with the Epstein files, but definitely what it's saying here is that shit's coming out and some people are going to go down for it. So let's see what next week brings, or the rest of this week. And we'll go from there, folks. And remember, what I say, what anybody else say or tells you that you need to do or you need to believe or this is that. We all know, we all have the divine light within us. We know when it's bad. We know when we know when we lie. Our light in here lets us know. You get this little, that's not right. You're not supposed to do that. So don't listen to the news. Don't listen to the media. Do your own research before you make up your mind. We need to quit listening to folks and into the media, into our politicians. We need to do our own research. When they tell us they're going to do that and the other, nope. How many times have we been burned, with these politicians going up and doing whatever the hell they want? We have the power to change that, folks. Remember that. We are powerful. We got that divine creator within us. So let's bring that out. Let's be good to each other. And before I go, let's just see what's underneath. Four of Pentacles. Yep. Trying to hold on to the money. And then the King of Swords. Authority. Ten of Cups. Yep. Devoter. Nine of Pentacles. Money and the Tower. The Tower. And speaking of the Tower, I keep seeing the Trump Tower in flames and a fire. And I almost feel like it's purposely done to get rid of evidence, to burn, so nobody can get to it. So, and I think, and I think that's probably going to happen. Oh, in December. I keep getting December is just going to be a crazy month. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. So I won't keep you anymore. I don't want to make these too long so we can get more people to view the video, because I think it's important. So thank you so much. Lots of blessings to everyone. And remember, we are the divine light. We have the power. Blessings.